Hello and welcome to today's video. Today's video will be published a bit later than usual because, well, it's been my first week back to work since the summer holidays and I haven't had much time to play or create videos because I've been arranging my life after the long vacation, so I only got to playing this game today. Today I will create bus line 113N, which runs from Kamppi to Leppävaara in Espoo. And this is once again a nighttime line. But in this universe, all lines are 24/7. And probably there will be very little to build in order to create this line. So let's just start from the line itself. We'll start from the terminal in Kamppi, and like with all the other Espoo nighttime lines, we will stop at Lapinrinne. Then we will stop at Länsiväylä. Then let's see where we'll be going after that. Okay, so we will be going to Länsiväylä. So we'll stop at Hanasaari. And then we'll have another stop at Karhusaari or Karhusaaren Solmu. Then we'll stop at Tapiolan Silta. Okay, we will need to create a crossing here. So let's have a city road connection from here to here, and then let's move some signals a bit. There we go. Build the blueprints. And then we will have a stop at Sateentie. And then at the Tapiola metro station. From Tapiola metro station we will move on to Pohjantie. Then to VG-talo. From VG-talo to Kaskenkaateria. To Pohjantori. To Takojantie. And then let's see what happens after Takojantie. Okay, so there is a stop called Louhentori in here, which I have skipped. So let's then stop at Terijoentie. At Uudenkirkontie. At Kivennapa. At Mulanpuisto. At Maxlahdentie. And then we will have a stop at well, well. 1 second. It wasn't that simple, was it? We'll stop at a stop called Kirvun Risti, but now I will have to find the stop from the map. Have to find the stop from the map. I'm sorry, I will also have to find my verbs, it seems. So Kirvun Risti is the following stop, and it's called Kirvukorset in Swedish, and that thing will be placed over here. And from Kirvun Risti, the line will run to Koivistontie. The interesting thing here, though, is that apparently other lines should stop at this stop too, so I've made a mistake somewhere, or then the lines have changed since I've created them. I don't know what the correct answer to this question is, but nevertheless now the stop has been created and the road is running through it, so let's go back to line and then stop at Kirvunristi and at Koivistontie, then at Jääskentie, then we will have a stop at Raivada-Aukio. What's that? Raivada-Aukio Reijarplatsen, which is located in here. And from Raivada-Aukio we will then move on to Linnoitustie, which is located in here and is actually an express tram stop, so the lines have changed. This hasn't been in here previously, but okay. Let's build this stretch of track 2 and go back to the lines, because there we have the Linnoitustie stop. And then there is another Linnoitustie stop. Which is over there. Interesting. Fairly interesting. And if I'm looking at the maps correctly, the line actually runs through somewhere in here. I don't know if I am looking at them correctly, but this is what it looks like on the map. And after Linnoitustie, the following stop will then be at Yhdyskunnanmäki. Samhällsbacken, which is over here. after Yhdyskunnan mäki. Yes, Samhällsbacken. After that, we will then stop at the Majurinkulma. Majorshörnet. What is this line? There we go. After Majurinkulma, we will then stop at Majurinpolku, Majorsgången, The following stop is at Perkka. It's located almost, wait, what? It's Perkkan kuja, Berkansgränden, which is located in here. Oops. And after Perkkan kuja, it will then stop at the Leppävaara metro or railway station. So we're getting closer to the end of the line, or actually we are closing in on it. Running next to the express tramway there, crossing it over there, and then reaching the end of this loop in here. And we have already created the double loop in there, so all that is left is to create the signals so that the buses and the express trams won't collide, which would be a very unfortunate scenario. Not that it couldn't happen, though. I think everything is colliding with the express tram nowadays, because the people in the capital region really don't realize that the tram is existing in their natural habitat. So we last stopped at Linnoitusti, and then we will stop at Linnoitusti again. Then at Yhdyskunnantie, at Majurinkulma, Majurinpolku, Kaankuja, and finally the Leppävaara station. There we go, and then let's go back to Kamppi. Yes, it runs both ways. Okay, once again, wait a second. I made a mistake. So after Jääskentie, there will be a stop at Raivaja-aukio. There, I kind of... Oh, and after Raivaja-aukio, there will still be a stop at the first... No, not over there. Just get the stop away from there. So Raivaja-aukio and Linnoitustie. That's correct. And then we are at this Linnoitustie stop, and then we will stop at Raivaja-aukio. And now I think I can finish this thing. There we go, so we've already reached Tapiola. And then we'll move on through the Länsiväylä motorway all the way back to the Länsiväylä stop. Stop at Lapinrinne, and then we're finally back in Kamppi. Then let's have a little look at the timetable over here. The timetable says 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour it is. So let's move on to the trains, or actually buses in this case. I never learn. I never seem to learn. And let's clone it, and it's 516 already, so there is a whole bunch of buses running these lines. And this one's running 113N, which I will actually have to open. There we go. Oh. So, it's running the line, and then let's buy a second one. It will run every 45 minutes, it seems. So there we are. Line has been created, buses have been bought, everything is up and running, and there will be a new video tomorrow. So until then, bye!